Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Overzona here. This is not a review, so don't watch this video thinking, oh, Chris is making a review. No, this is a video explaining my problems with robots roaming. The reason why the videos never come out as much as they should for robots roaming and stuff like that. There's a few reasons why I do not do robots roaming, and they're all very logical reasons, and they're all problems that I can't solve. One of the problems is a company needs to get their crap together and fix this, but that's not gonna change because YouTube doesn't listen to mediocre YouTube channels. So, anyways, though, so my main problem with robots roaming, I don't have enough time to do it, and I don't have enough room to do it. Robots roaming happens very just it happens like it barely ever happens. It's very uncommon for robots roaming to actually take place because robots roaming is just so it's hard to make. 1 second, it's driving me crazy. Anyways, so robots roaming is hard to make. It's a pain in my butt to make because I gotta get all the batteries ready, and that usually takes a few days. I gotta get the area ready, because that usually takes a few days. And the fact that when I do make the video, I put like a half an hour of editing into almost every video these days, and I get like 10 views. No, I understand that I'm not expecting 1,000, but I'm expecting like more than 10. But either way, it doesn't matter. That's just a very small problem. Like, I don't know why I'm making these robots roaming videos, because like there might be like 10 to 20 people that are actually watching it, and there's over 300 subscribers, and I don't know what those 300 people want, because clearly they're not satisfied with what I'm making, because I'm not getting more than 20 views usually per video these days. So I don't really know what I'm doing wrong, but clearly robots roaming I thought was one of the things that people wanted, but I don't know. Okay, another thing, I don't have enough room to make them. If you see my old robots roaming videos, it shows me up in an area where it's a little bigger. There's like an island in the middle and stuff like that. It's because that's upstairs. I'm in the basement right now. I have an upper level of the house, and that area is almost suitable for this. It's not perfect, but nothing can be perfect. It's not perfect, and it's not how I'd like it to be, but it's the best I can get in this house. So there you have it with that. Robots roaming is almost impossible to make down here because there's a tiny little area that it's like this shape of a hexagon that's actually it's actually suitable for robots roaming. Now, because this isn't my house, remember, this is my family's house too, I do not have my area is very limited, and no better word for it. My area is very limited. I'm lucky with the area that I have, because it's wood down here in this little area, but it's not big enough. And it would be big enough if there wasn't a darn piano down here and all these amps. If you see my videos, there's amps, and there's a piano, and there's a desk, and there's all this crap down here. I'm okay with the desk and that little shelf thing, but besides that, I wish there was nothing else in this area. Now, I share this area with my sisters as well. That's why you can see some, like, occasionally you'll see like little girl toys laying around in my basement because my sisters play down here. But, I mean, it's really awful, the area that I have. I mean, it's okay for some robots. Like Reptar has no problems down here. He just is a big robot. Or robots like RoboSapien and RoboQuad. RoboSapien, he doesn't use any sensors but touch sensors, so it isn't really that big of a deal for him as long as he can actually touch it. For RoboQuad, the walls in this area are gray, so RoboQuad doesn't necessarily see them very well, so RoboQuad's kind of out of luck there too. And these RoboPets, it's the same thing with those guys. They use IR sensors, and they can't really see walls well. Luckily, they're short enough where they can see the white trimming underneath the gray paint. So they don't really have a problem with it down here. They can actually roam well. It's not great, but it's not awful. They can roam well. Okay, so that's another thing. I don't have enough room to make robots roaming. Now, what I want to do is I want to be able to use robots on the carpet and in the wooden area. So I could have like a camera up at a higher angle recording robots in the carpeted area and in the wooden area. and that'd be great. Except for the fact that there's too much furniture down here. Again, it's not a very big space. No, if everything was removed out of this basement and it was just wood, this would be the perfect setup. It's perfect. It even has a little ledge where I can set my camera on and record it. But it's a family area. It's not mine. Now, when I'm older, I don't know what's going to happen to my YouTube channel, by the way, when I get older. But if I ever decide to do Robots Roaming later on in life, it's definitely, I'm gonna have a room dedicated just for that. Now, I understand that this area might be bigger than some others, and I'm lucky to have what I have. Because if it were up to my parents, they wouldn't let me do anything down here. I'd be stuck in my room, and I have to do videos in there more than likely. So I'm lucky to have what I have in this area. But I mean, it's such a small area that I might as well have nothing, to be honest. I can get like 3 of them roaming, and then 2 of the 3 are bound to have problems. 2 RoboPets, they're fine. RoboQuad, maybe 80% of the time, he'll work well in this area. Reptar, I'd say 99% of the time, he has no problems. But the RoboSapiens, they're always getting stuck on those little piano feet that stick out. If you've seen the videos, they always get stuck on those stupid areas, and then they can't get back. They can't back up behind it because their feet get stuck on it, and they can't lift up. So yeah. Their problem. YouTube is such a butt. I just tried to record a Robots Roaming video. That's why there's RoboPets and robots everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but you get what I'm trying to say. That's why there's those guys on the floor. And I recorded with my Chromebook because I was like, alright, well, I don't want to record with my camera because it's going to waste all the battery. Well, that's what I'm using to record this. But anyways, it would take a lot of battery. It'd take a lot of battery to use this. So I was like, all right, I'm going to use my camera on my face cam on my Acer Chromebook. So I was like, all right, well, it'll be on a stand too. It won't get knocked down as well. It depends on itself. So I was like, all right, that's great. Now the video's working fine for 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes of footage in, and I was like, all right, this is working well. And all of a sudden, an error showed up on my screen saying an error occurred. Please reconnect. I was like, okay, reconnect. I was freaking out a little bit. I reconnected and it saved my video, but it wouldn't let me upload. I hit next and nothing happened. It said you need to reconnect, and eventually the Wi-Fi crapped out. The Wi-Fi shut off, YouTube shut down, and I lost the video. So there is 10 minutes on top of 15 minutes of preparation, like 25 minutes of time just wasted trying to do this video. And here's another, probably 10 minutes of me wasting my time making a video complaining about when probably no one's even going to watch it. But here I am still. The problem is, YouTube is like so focused towards mobile devices that they've lost their focus towards like people that still use PCs. I wouldn't necessarily consider my Chromebook a PC, but it runs on, the software that a PC would use for YouTube. To be honest, guys, I really hate YouTube. I like watching videos on it. I like uploading videos. But uploading and editing and all that jazz is quite irritating. It is very irritating, and I wish I didn't have to do it. But I do. And whatever. I don't mind making videos for you guys. It's just the fact that when YouTube is acting up, it is a battle that I cannot win. So really, those are the reasons why Robots Roaming is so hard to make and why it doesn't happen very often. Because they don't have a big area, the robots aren't suitable for this area, and YouTube's always acting up, and yeah. Our thing is, I don't feel like I'm getting enough views on those videos to continue it. It's not worth my time sometimes, it feels like. Anyways, this has been Over's Honor. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next video. I don't know what it's going to be. Stay tuned.